Hi, I'm Julie and Carrie. Welcome back to my channel. And today the guides take us on sort of a winding journey around time, timelessness, how we're working and changing time, how it's becoming more elastic. And they also speak to us creating from this timeless space. So I hope you enjoy their message. Yes. Greetings. It is a pleasure to be connecting with you on this day that you hear these words in the time and space that you sit in. And we are going to speak about time, a little about time and how it is shifting, how your experience of time will be shifting from that you have known into more of a timelessness. You use time and space in order to hold the form that you are in and in order to have experience, in order to have the thoughts you have, the creative thoughts that you have, and allowing them to have time to come into your experience. Now, we say that with the accelerating energies, the waves of energy that continue to come into the earth, continue to be received by the bodies, the consciousness of the planet and all on it, as you lift in frequency, your experience of time is going to change. Many of you are experiencing accelerated manifestations. It's for you are vibrating faster, so it takes less time to move from thought to form. And so you are seeing the reflections of all that you are thinking, where you place your focus, coming more quickly into your reality. And this, we say, is a very productive and beneficial thing, for this allows you to see more clearly the distortions in your field. You get to experience more quickly the lessons you get to learn or the experiences you get to have based on where you're focusing. So when you see something come into your reality, you get to very much say, what is it that I've been thinking? And the challenge you've had for years and years and years is that the time between the thought creation and the manifestation of the thought has been so long that you forgot the thought you had that actually created the manifestation that you perhaps didn't prefer. And what is happening now is that you will actually be in a situation to be more clear and clearer every day as to what was the thought that I was thinking, what was the feeling that I was feeling, what is in my system that is out picturing here for me to see in order for it to be released. Because there's nothing that you are experiencing that isn't coming up for you to witness. And this doesn't mean that everything is what you would call unpreferred or bad. For everything in your life is a reflection of the thoughts you have, the feelings you're having, those energetic constructs in your field. And so if you are having beautiful experiences, you are experiencing joy, happiness, lightness of step, that you're having this experience is very playful, then you know that you are doing well, that you are walking on your path, experiencing what you need to experience. And so be thrilled when you come across something that is a little less preferred, for you have been gifted that in the moment that is needed for you to see it, acknowledge it, feel it, and then let it go. And it gets to be that fast. So the same way that you used to have to work to release, to heal, to change the patterns, the beliefs, the structures that have kept you manifesting in a certain way, the same acceleration within your time frame is now allowing these things to clear at a rapid pace, to shift and change at a rapid pace. And so this is a beautiful opportunity for you to be aware of what you are experiencing in the moment you are in. And that is very important. There is only one moment, the eternal now moment. And it is in this now moment, when you are experiencing yourself in the present moment, that you are experiencing, seeing reflected back to you exactly what you need in order to move to your next step. You are never, 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 and we've said this before, but you are never, ever, ever presented something, a challenge, a problem, a circumstance in a now moment that you are not already able to process, that you already have a solution created for every problem in the moment that you stand in. And where you get yourself into challenge is when you whirligig back to the past or you spring forward into the future. You are not in that moment, and you try to create in a moment that you are not in, of which case you are missing the moment that you are in and what is looking to be processed in that now moment. So do bring yourself into the present moment whenever you can, because that is where your creative power exists. So as you navigate in time, you are going to experience this acceleration. You will experience moments where you feel outside of time. You will have more clear experience of those moments that seem extremely long and those moments that and those moments that seem very quick. You will begin to realize that time is a construct that you are able to manipulate in many ways. You will be able to slow down time to relish in and enjoy the beauty of a moment. And you will also be able to speed up time. You'll be able to move through consciousness more quickly outside of time in order to navigate possibilities, in order to reflect on what's there and bring that back to the moment that you are in, while being in the moment, the eternal now moment. We know that this is not fully clear. We appreciate this, and we will bring forward other messages in another now moment to bring more clarity to this. But what we wish for you to play with, if you wish, is to be aware of your experience of time. Begin to bring time into your focus. When do you use time? How are you using time? When is time moving fast? When does it move slow? What are you feeling and experiencing in those moments? As you begin to put your focus on time, in the understanding that it is a construct that you are used and an illusion in many ways, even though one that is quite persistent, you can begin to navigate between the lines of time in order to experience it in a richer and deeper and fuller expression. For you will be lifting and threading more into your divine beingness who exists outside of time. Your physical manifestation, the lowered vibrational to get you into a physical dense form, but you are always connected outside of time and space. You speak to us outside of time and space. For everyone who hears these words, whether it is at this moment that our channel hears them or at a time a day from now, a week from now, 2 years from now, a decade from now, every single consciousness is here right now in this eternal now moment. And it is the same in every moment that you come back and hear these words. For you come and are in all of your time consciousnesses every time you hear us. So you are here with us in every version of you that ever listens to these words outside of time. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Embrace the you that is here with us right now and pull that down into your physical vessel. Pull it down into the heart. Feel the you that you are with us right now in your vastness. Feel you in every cell of your being. Do this now if you wish. Turn your attention to every cell and feel the vastness of your being within every cell of your being, and indeed within the space between every cell. Feel yourself. Ask yourself to come just a little bit closer, for you to experience yourself a little more clearly. There's nothing that you want more, the you that's outside of time and space, than to be with the you who's hearing these words through the senses of your physical beingness. Ashakataya sikia aushatimia aushikia asatamiana. Aushikama asatama aiki asatamarakuya shikia asatama aurashatama. This is a beautiful time. It is a beautiful moment in time. And every now moment in this series of moments is leading you outside of time and space, yet inside of your body, a knowingness of form and a knowingness of outside of form, merged and blended, woven together, so that you may have a realization of the truth of your being in your form that you take. That is the potential for this lifetime. That is where you are going. Remaining within time, but a more flexible time and a more elastic time, if you will. Begin to play with time. Begin to loosen your grips on the idea of what time is. Yes, still use it to meet up with your friends. Yes, still use it to understand what date on a calendar is in order to do the thing that you've committed to doing. But remember that that is strictly a GPS navigational point in order to connect with others. Use it as a tool for connection, unity, and not separation. Begin to know yourself in your vastness, the divine beauty that you are at all levels of your density. And as you continue to lift in consciousness, and as your body in its form gets to become lighter as well, time begins to dissolve and gets utilized for your purpose in consciousness, not because it's something that someone says you need to abide by. And we do think it quite humorous that you are all still, not all, many are still changing their clocks here and there to navigate to a time to make it work with the natural world. Yet so many of you know that you don't wish to change your clocks. You understand the impacts it has on your body. You understand these things. Yet these structures are still in place. And in time, they too will dissolve. They will not hold. Allow yourself to play. Allow yourself to be aware of time, how you use it to your advantage, how you use it to perhaps lead you to ways that are less preferred. Allow yourself to be in the only moment that there is. Remembering that you are only experiencing time in this way in order to allow yourself to have the experiences you're having. And when you realize that you're using time to have the experiences that you're having, perhaps you will resist them less. Perhaps you will embrace them as opportunities. And as you embrace them as opportunities, as you see time for what it is, a way to experience the experiences, when you aren't in resistance to them, they get to come to you faster. You can move through it faster. You can begin to understand and experience and know yourself as the vastness of who you are more quickly. You get to move away from it being so hard, taking so much time. And you begin to move with more ease and joy and flow. With that, we shall say that our time is complete. Blessings to you each. Enjoy the journey that you are on. You are changing fast. Time is accelerating. It is bending. It is elastic. Don't forget this. Don't forget this. Don't forget this. Blessings to you each on this day. For now, we are complete. If you like that message from my team, please like it, share it, turn on notifications, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on other messages just for you.